If you're watching this, it didn't go well.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Kayla back in another video. And as you know, as today's title is, about my stupid Valentine's Day date. So let's jump into this. But before we jump into this, I'm gonna need y'all to get real comfortable. Like me, get real comfortable. I'm laid up in bed in my robe and my little side blanket. I don't know, not side blanket, extra blanket. I don't know, it's just extra blanket, okay? So pause the video. I paused it for you, but but y'all really need to pause it real fast. I want you to get so comfortable, like me. Get your water because you need to be healthy. Get your Cheetos because you need to be unhealthy at the same time. Okay. So let's get this tea going. Okay. So let's just make it short and sweet about background. I've been single for the past 6 months, and I've been going out with the girls. So I met this dude at the bar, and he's younger than me and shorter than me, and if usually one or the other or both, I definitely cross you out, but I put you like in definitely the friends list. So he has been in the friends list to me. So we became friends on Instagram and Snapchat that night, and he's ever since then, the past few months, like he's always been messaging me on Snapchat, how are you doing, how's your day, what are you doing, like just small things like that. And so speed up to Valentine's Day. He's like, if you don't have any plans, let's do something. We tried to do some pottery that I did with some girlfriends, but that obviously didn't work out just the way his class schedule was set up. So now we're back. Now we're like to Valentine's Day. Like, how are we doing this? Like, are we meeting up there? Are we driving together? This and that, get the little details out of the way. So he's like, well, why don't you just drive to my house and we can drive in my car together. I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird because I feel like that's some boyfriend girlfriend type of thing. But I said, okay. And my girls like knew where I was going, and like, they had my back, if anything happened to fall through. And my family knew about it too. And so with that being said, I drove over there, and when I got there, he had like to back out of his parking spot because like his driveway was set up weird. So I could park there, and then we can be like ready to go, right? So the first thing, I got out of the car, and it's like dark, like I couldn't even really see anything, and I thought it was grass or cement right there. It was mud. I stepped in mud. I sound super dramatic right now, but I was wearing like my really nice favorite boots that were like suede type of velvet type of fabric, and I was just like, man, like I love these boots. Like I'm really mad that they're getting dirty, and I actually still need to check on them, to be honest, because I really didn't look at them when I got home. Anyway, so this guy isn't a gentleman, or he hasn't been taught manners, or what. But like, I'm used to guys opening doors for me. Maybe I'm just spoiled and I'm a princess. I don't know. Those other guys know how to be a gentleman, or this guy did not open the door. So that's like two things. But I guess the first one like really wasn't his fault. But I guess he should have told me. I don't know. I would have like been told there was mud, so be careful. So he didn't open the door for me, and that's two, well, in my book. And so we get to driving, going to our destination downtown, and I brought up the fact, we're both not intoxicated, we're both sober, and this is like just really cool to get to know you like on a sober level. And he's like, I'm not sober. You're not sober. What do you mean? And he's like, I'm high. You're high on a date? Like, I'm screaming this in my head, and I'm just screaming this, like, you're high on a date, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, why are you high? And he's like, because I just got out of class, and I'm stressed. Boy, I deal with stress every day. Every day. I go to work, I go to school, I work out, I gotta do stuff for my Instagram people, I gotta do stuff for my YouTube people, like doing things for me, like do my art and do things I truly enjoy. Like I know what stress is, especially have deadlines for certain things. Like, whoa, mind blown. So with that being said, like I really had to fall back. Like I couldn't believe it. Like this dude was high on a date. But I think if I was stressed and I knew I had a date, I would wait to smoke like after my date or something. Like, whoa, you're high on a date? I don't know how common that is. Like, please tell me, have you guys ever gone on a first date high? Like, were you nervous, or was it like prior to like you meeting them, like because you had things going on before and like you smoked? Like, I don't know. 2019 is crazy. No, let me just pause right there. The dating life is crazy nowadays. I'm probably gonna be single forever. Anyways, let's continue with the story. I just really had to fall back when he told me that he was high on this date. Like, who goes high on a date? Who? Please tell me who. Let me calm down. I'm getting all flustered about this. So, we're making our way downtown. And we finally pull up to my favorite place to eat. And we're like picking where to sit. There's tables and booths, you know, it's just common sense. Eat at the booth. So we picked the booth, and little did I know the side that I picked was like behind me was a TV. So as we're conversating, most of the time he's like looking at the TV, or when we're not talking, he's looking at the TV. Like, that's understandable. Or looking, he's not really looking around. He's just really focused on that TV behind me. And that was like really annoying. So that was just really annoying. You know, I'm trying to get to know you, this and that. But whatever. So when we were finally done eating, I told him that he was going to take pictures of me, because what girl doesn't want to take pictures on Valentine's Day, single or not? So I had to teach him the right angles and, you know, get some snippets of me. So if y'all were curious who I was out with on Valentine's Day, it was this dude, and he took these great photos of me. Well, the selected few that I chose from, okay? So he took my photos. So on the way back home, we're driving, and just, you know, talking some more, talking about music, this and that. And he's like, are you going to hang out with me? Like, I never told him if I was going to hang out with him afterwards. So I was like, sure, like, I'll hang with you and stuff. And he's like, but you can't come in my house. My dad's a trip, this and that. He'll literally kick you out. I'm like, okay, like, we can just chill in the car. Like, no biggie. Like, I understand. And, so we, like, get to talking, like, you know, we're finally at the house. We're, like, just talking in the car about random stuff some more. And then randomly, he's like, so when am I going to get my kiss? When are you going to get your kiss? A boy? Like, you have no game? I guess you really don't have no game, because you didn't do these things, like, opening up my door, like, little things like that, even though it's, like, kind of, like, one thing. But he didn't do that, or I don't know. And then you told me that you were high. I just thought that was really inconsiderate on the first date. So you're going to ask about a kiss? Boy, bye with all of that. And so, like, you really have no game. Like, you have no game. I don't care if you're watching this or you ever stumble across this video. And so, that being said, beat around the bush about that stuff. And if you know me, like, I'm a really goofy, chill, like, happy person, you know? And so I'm, like, really minding my business. Really dressed from head to toe. Like, I wore a turtleneck. It was a crop top, but my leggings would go all the way, like, past my belly button. I had my fanny pack, wore my knee-high boots. They did not have heels, but I was looking like Charlie's Angels out here. You know, got dressed all in black, okay? And so, eventually, he's just like, well, I bought you dinner. Do I get anything in return? And I'm just like, what? First of all, I had money of my own. I wasn't expecting you to buy me dinner. Yes, I didn't consider it a date at first. He said, let's make it a date. So this is really all on him. But I had money. I could have, you know, bought my dinner myself. So when he's like, does he get anything in return? Like, do I get a little neck? Do I get a little hand play? Do I get any meow? I'm saying meow for my audience. But he really asking me for sex just because he bought me dinner. Some tacos. So I'm like mind blown. Like, this dude, just because he bought me dinner, he's expecting sex from me. And this has been, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, people have talked about this, about first date stuff. Like, if you expect a dude to pay for you on a first date, and then should a dude expect you to give it up on the first date? No. And first of all, that didn't even have to no, like you didn't have to pay. If you didn't want to pay, I was fine going Dutch or this and that. Like, anyway, my mind was blown, and like I'm not doing anything sexual. Like, I'm just being goofy, funny. I'm just being me. Like, I'm not doing anything. And he was like, he just wanted sex so bad for me, and I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it with you. He was like wanting me to touch him. I'm like, I'm not touching you. Why does my hair look like that? I don't know. Like, he was on one, and I was not feeling it. He's like, you want some? I'm like, boy, I am not feeling anything right now. I am perfectly fine. I can control myself. I was like, I do not want anything. And like, he just still kept on begging, and I'm like trying to get out of the car, and it was just like really, really awkward. So I don't know. He just started talking about other things. He's like, I'll stop talking about this. I'm sorry, I'm making you really uncomfortable. Starts talking about his car, like how it's a 2007 BMW and how like great it looks. I'm like, yeah, like just nodding my head, trying to leave and stuff. And I start. Why can't I talk? I pre-started my car. He's like, oh, you got that on your keychain? That's really cool. Da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, so you're gonna go? Yes, I'm gonna go. Like, yeah, like it was just like really awkward, and he still didn't open the door then. I mean, I didn't expect him to, but I know he got like blue balls and stuff. But like, dude, I told him he can go hit up another girl after this day and go get some, but he's not getting any from me tonight. Like, no, bye. And he brought up the fact again, like before I was leaving, he's like, if we ever go on a date again, like, and we don't do anything, I'm gonna be so pissed. Okay, shorty, like, I can literally call him that because he is shorter than me. Like, boy, get yourself together. He's like, I haven't had any in 4 months. Bye. Like, you're not getting any from me. No, bye. So with that being said, I left, like I got out of the car and I got in my car so he can park in his spot, and then I like went down to the end of the driveway, like thought he was gonna come up to my window and be like, like apologize, again, like for the way that he was acting, and like, maybe top it off by impressing me by saying, let me know when you get home. No, like I waited at the driveway like for like 45 seconds to a minute. I looked back at him like from my rear view mirror, and he's like just looking at my car, and he just starts walking away like up to his porch like all like a little sad dog. And like I'm like, bye, thank you like for everything, not like being like rude or anything, like being genuine about it. And like still nothing like from him. And then I got home like 20 minutes later thinking like I'd get a text or something, like someone, just being caring, and he still didn't say anything to me. Like, this guy's a joke. So it's been a few days and he still like has not hit me up. I don't expect him to. I bet he feels very embarrassed, because if I was in his shoes, I'd feel embarrassed too, to be honest. And I just couldn't believe like that was my Valentine's Day date. Like, I was better off staying at home and being in bed, but I decided to do something on a whim because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do. I thought I would go experience Valentine's Day with a practical stranger, and it did not go as planned. But I was super happy when I got home. I was in my comfort zone, and I started taking selfies on my Snapchat and stuff. So it just felt really good to be home, and that was my date. I don't know. I think the craziest like part happens when he told me he was high, and I was not expecting that. So yeah, and then him asking for sex. Boy, bye. I don't care what year this is. Y'all better act accordingly, especially for a first date. That's why I don't talk to people. That's why I don't talk to guys. Y'all just, ugh. Okay, this is all I have for the tea. Maybe you like the tea. Maybe you're surprised by the tea. I don't know. But if you have anything to say, drop it down in the comments below. If you are new, subscribe to your girl. If you are new or you're already subscribed to your girl, like the video. And if you don't get notified the next time I post a video or any of my videos at all, look around the frame. There will be a bell. Find that bell and click it, and you'll definitely be notified the next time I post a new video. All right, well, that's all the tea. Like I've said many times already, I just repeat myself over and over. That's all I got for you, so peace out.